They say a person's bad deeds never stop chasing them. No matter how safe a place they run to, their sins follow them everywhere. The strange thing is, humans rarely let go of their wrongdoings. Knowingly or unknowingly, people commit sins, small ones or sometimes far worse. My name is Ashok Miller, and I am a psychiatrist. Everything in my life was going perfectly fine until one incident changed my life and my way of thinking forever. It's been a long time since that night, but even today, it lives vividly inside my mind. Exactly 1 year ago, I was returning home late at night from Palasi Medical College. It was drizzling lightly, and I was afraid the rain might get heavier. Because of that, I was driving a bit faster than usual. That's when my phone rang. An unknown number. Holding the steering wheel with one hand, I picked up the call, and suddenly, a girl appeared right in front of my car. Bam! She crashed violently onto the bonnet. I screamed in panic and slammed the brakes with all my strength. Oh God, what have I done? My mind completely shut down. Gathering whatever courage I had left, I stepped out of the car and rushed toward her. Are you okay? You're bleeding badly. What if she dies? Without wasting a second, I lifted her and laid her down on the back seat, then started driving toward the hospital. I was terrified. Afraid she'd die from excessive blood loss, I kept checking the rearview mirror again and again. My hands and legs were still shaking uncontrollably. But I had no idea that what I was about to witness would haunt me for the rest of my life. Right in front of my eyes, the girl suddenly sat up with a horrifying expression on her face. Fear froze the blood in my veins. My voice got stuck in my throat. After that moment, I remember nothing. Who was she? Where did she come from? And what did she want from me? People say ghosts exist, but why do only some people see them? I wanted answers. It took me a long time to recover, both mentally and physically. I was a psychiatrist, yet I needed one myself. After 8 long months, I finally returned to normal life and reopened my private clinic. December 14, eat cold night. I was getting ready to close the clinic when a young woman appeared at the door. She gently knocked and said, "Doctor, please come inside." She looked about 22 years old, exceptionally beautiful. For some reason, my heart skipped a beat. She looked familiar, like the girl from that accident, but my memory was still foggy. "Doctor, are you all right?" she asked. "You seem lost." Yes, please tell me, how can I help you?" "My name is Rhea Johnson," she said. "I live nearby. I've heard a lot of good things about you. I'm going through a serious problem, and I believe you're the only one who can help me." "Don't worry," I replied. "Tell me, what's troubling you?" "About 2 years ago, my father passed away due to an illness. I performed his last rites properly. I was living peacefully, but for the past few days, strange things have been happening." "What kind of things?" I asked. "Doctor, do you believe in ghosts?" Her question pulled me straight into my past. I believe and I don't," I answered hesitantly. "I see my dead father," she said, "on the stairs, in my room, sometimes in the lawn. At first I was scared, but now I'm not, because he never harms me. But he's always trying to tell me something I can't understand. I endured it for a long time, but now I feel suffocated. Please, doctor, just tell me one thing. Am I really seeing him, or am I losing my mind?" She wanted to take me to her house. I tried to refuse. I still hadn't fully recovered from my own trauma, but somehow she convinced me. I closed my clinic and left with her. The highway. The city light slowly disappeared behind us. We turned onto the same deserted highway, the one where my accident had happened months ago. Rhea sat beside me, smiling softly, watching me drive. "Have you ever been on this highway before?" she asked. "Yes," I replied. "How could I ever forget?" "Neither can I," she said quietly.
I have many memories attached to this road. Lost in conversation, we didn't even realize when we had arrived. There's my house, she said, pointing ahead. Please drive inside. I looked closely. It wasn't a house. It was an old mansion, abandoned, broken, untouched for years. You can drop me here, she said. I'll lock the gate. You park the car and come inside. She got down near the gate. I parked the car and walked toward the main door, which was already open. The mansion felt lifeless, decayed, cold. As I waited for Rhea, a heavy voice suddenly called out, "Who are you?" I turned sharply. A short old man stood right behind me. "My car broke down," I lied. "Then why did you enter my house without permission?" "You seem nervous," he added. "Sit down. Would you like a drink? I have some old brandy. It will calm you." I accepted, and I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there, having a drink with a dead man. My eyes kept moving toward the door. That's when I noticed a photograph on the wall. It showed Rhea and her father. I pointed at it. "Is she your daughter?" I asked. "Yes," he replied softly. "My daughter, Rhea. She is no longer in this world." My legs gave way. "What are you saying? She brought me here herself. She's outside." The old man calmly made me sit down. "Please, relax," he said. "Rhea's spirit does this often. She never harms anyone, and she never enters this mansion." Then, with a trembling voice, he began his story. The truth. 2 years ago, Rhea trusted a boy named Daniel Carter. One night after a function, he lured her to a deserted place. 2 of his friends were already waiting. What they did to her, even describing it feels like a sin. They brutally assaulted her and left her half dead on the highway. Hours later, I found her. She was alive, but there was no life left in her eyes. I couldn't bear to see her suffer. I thought death would be kinder, so I killed my own daughter. After that, her soul hunted down those 3 men. She killed all of them, and in the end, she killed me too. The moment he finished, I ran. I didn't remember how I reached my car or how I reached home. The next morning, I woke up unconscious inside my car. The watchman later told me he'd seen a 20-year-old girl leaving that night. That's when I finally understood. The girl I hit that night on the highway was Rhea. 2 years ago, I'd saved Daniel Carter's life, the same man responsible for her death. That was my sin. That was my punishment. Daniel didn't live long either. He died mysteriously days later. But the story didn't end there. Rhea's spirit still visits me in my loneliness. Now, I'm no longer afraid of her.